Tuh. Ganyang pemerintah. Ganyang.
Mantap sekali.
Goblok banget dah.
I love being Indonesian.
Yeah, me too. I love being a doctor in Indonesia right now. Like, oh my god, I love my profession and my colleagues. Wow, so cool.
Anjir, yang gue lihat yang barusan itu juga di share orang tuh juga suatu kali tuh.
Tolol banget sumpah itu orang.
USG
oh
tuh.
my god, tolol anjing. Anyway, welcome back everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chronicle 95. I'm Kazu or Ical. Your host and the forever GM of this whole channel. Welcome back to what? Chaos Ascent? It's not Friday night fumbling. It's we're still fumbling, but it's not Friday night, so
it's normally fumbling.
What can I say? It's a really nice thing to happen. Wow. First of all, Muukyu, have you finished your character?
What the hell did he do to his character?
Oh right.
He tried to rebuild it.
I'm trying to rebuild. I kinda do, but
he tried to rebuild like the whole Ace of Cards bullshit.
Yeah, Ace of Cards.
But yeah, what did you change that into?
Let me check for a bit. Let me reopen the stuff.
What do you mean? Let me check for a bit. You haven't done anything about it?
No, I do. I'm not opening the sheet right now.
Well, you know what? Fuck you. Anyway.
Hey.
Who needs a Fabula point?
Fabula Ultima.
I need to spend. I need to spend Fabula points.
Oh yeah, we got quite a bit yesterday.
Put a rose on your nose.
Okay, Muukyu, do you wanna do the recap or should I do it?
You can do the recap.
Okay. So last time in walking to Floria, because the train has been long gone, long gone. We're walking right now. We stopped by. The party stopped by in the fields right after they got out of the chasm, and it was nice. There's a lot of greeneries, a lot of flowers. Haven't seen those in a while. Amazing.
Real.
And Seven was still with them, working on a few upgrades for Stygg.
Is Seven still with us?
No, by then.
He's gone.
During
by
that
then.
moment.
By then. Right.
He's gone now, but like by then.
He's gone
he was still
now.
with us.
He's gone, but
And he finally finished the upgrade for Stygg. Oh, first of all, Regg went super sugar high and hyper and announced to everyone that I heard my dad, and everyone else was like, his dad is real. Like, I thought it was just his imagination, you know. But okay, my bad. You're not actually crazy. You have a dad.
Wow.
So,
what the hell, dude?
Crazy.
What did your dad say? And then Regg said like, oh, my dad, like his voice went from that way, and it was coincidentally the same way as where you would supposedly find Chisoles. So the party was like, oh, cool. I mean, like, we're heading there anyway. So if we find your dad, I don't know. if we find your dad, I don't know, you know. And then during the night, the upgrade for Stygg was finished, but I have to apologize because my attention span was very, very short. So I can't really explain what the upgrade was. All I can say is that Castia threw several fireballs at him, and he didn't seem affected. If anything, he seemed really happy about it.
Oh my god.
I mean, that sounds kind of wrong, but like, it's not exactly.
I would say it sounds wrong, but he was really
wrong.
It's not exactly wrong, but like.
So like, good testing, I guess. And then, Seven left. And then the coming next day, a few travel rolls here and there, pretty good ones. And then we came into the discussion of potentially robbing people for vehicles because walking sucks. Walking sucks. So we really considered maybe robbing someone of their car is like it should be lawful by now. But thankfully, I think it was Muukyu who rolled like. Was it like a 1? Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we got a surprise.
We got a surprise. We got an exploration. Ooh, before that, we did come across our beloved Mr. Vat Evers.
Whatever.
For a second time that week.
For the second time, hallelujah, he's my favorite character. Even though he has like false advertising because he says he has whatever you need, but that's a lie because the first time he came around, I remember intern asked him for the what core, and then he said like he didn't have it, so that's a lie.
Yeah.
He didn't have whatever.
He
He
definitely
lied.
lied.
Right. Oh my
Right,
god.
so-
false
Definitely on
advertisement.
that, yeah.
Wow.
So we all bought a few things. Stygg is now bankrupt. Guys got no coin at all.
Zero, nada.
But he got all his upgrades, so good. And then we considered maybe renting his little cart for vehicle, but it was really expensive, so never mind. But that doesn't matter because we found a very not familiar looking group of 4 guys who are like pushing this very not familiar looking van across the road. Definitely not having Florence and the Machine, stay with me playing in the playing in the background. Definitely not.
Oh my god.
Like girl in a kimono comes in, Gentiana.
Gentiana.
Gentiana. And then like apparently their car van thingy broke down and we offered to help because turns out the energy core for the car is like a ball thingy, and who else can turn into a ball like core?
I'm balls.
That exactly. So with that in mind, our party decides to tag along with the group of 4 guys, just until they reach this little tavern inn place. Like just stuck out in this middle of nowhere, and coincidentally, it is also called the middle of nowhere. So there you go.
Yeah, welcome to the middle of nowhere.
Yay!
Welcome to the middle of
Welcome to the
nowhere.
middle of nowhere. Well, thank you for the recap. Okay. You got 1 Fabula point. If any of you actually start with 0 Fabula point right now, don't forget to add 1 to it. And I guess it is time for us to actually start this session. So, Ascension of Pandora episode, what the fuck, 21st? Sure. Episode 21st.
Yeah.
Is starting shortly. Well, if you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Any kind of support is always appreciated. And for players and viewers alike, good luck and have fun. Is this the right one? Oh wait, no. It's not the right one. Okay, that is the right one. The 25th of the 9th month, 1958 AD. Hi everyone, you guys finally reached Floria. Well, it's not. Well, you guys haven't technically reached Floria before. You basically entered the region, but it is still that part of the region that is a little bit unguarded or a part that is still part of the war zones until you get further and further deep into the region, and you finally found people. People who are definitely more... How do I say it? Free? Than those in the demonic region. People who can travel freely without the constraint of the rules of the demons or the divine. The five of you met a bunch of guys, or probably in a band or something. They had their car broken down, so you helped them get to this place that you found coincidentally in your journey. There's a bar located in a region where nothing else can be found around. But that particular place is quite big, probably like 2-3 stories tall of a building that is quite wide and full of people really. You see a bunch of other carriages outside, a bunch of those that are being pulled by beasts or monsters, and those who he actually use mag attack, and there's a bunch of probably adventurers, hunters, or just people who are passing by, just sitting around. And they all look so different. But they all share, most of them share the same thing. The fact that they're all humans. Demonkins, Vans, or humans. They are all part of the humanity. You can actually spot a bunch of others, like a few demons and a few angels, but funnily enough, most of them are just, hanging out as equal, sitting around and all. Most of them do look like adventurers and the like. So this guy who's part of the band, this huge guy, basically, like, he says, welcome to middle of nowhere. It sounds weird, but the place itself is the middle of nowhere. And he is basically carrying this box that looks like like an instrument, like a box for instruments. And he basically he did say to everyone, like, thank you for taking us here. Well, if you want to join us, then you can find us in the bar, and that's where you can find one that may be able to help you. But I'm gonna take care of this and put it backstage while you can find Rex, the one with the glasses. Yeah, just go to him, and he will introduce you to the madam.
Right. Thank you.
Then have fun. You walk away into the bar. The three of you, with your two other companions. What do you want to do?
Are these angels and demons like mingling with the others, or are they grouping?
Oh yeah, they do mingle with the others.
Also, not just like a group of demons.
Oh no. There's so few. There's only like just probably one or two of them.
I see.
Like one or two. Like, of them each, like, you know, but that scattered around. Like it's weird for you to see, even because you don't even think the demons who are there know each other, or like the angels who are there know each other. Like they just, you know, hang around with their own particular group and just
And no
mingle around.
hostility whatsoever.
Um,
From what we
please roll double insight if you want to check. I'd say double insight against 10. Yeah.
6
Do,
against
do, do.
10. Let's go.
You
know what? I'll just- Be brave enough to not cast my divination.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
There you go.
Hey,
I'll just accept it.
5. You are not sure. You're not sure whether or not there's any hostility, hidden or anything, you know, behind everyone's mannerism, but they all look like they're just hanging around peacefully, at least. No one is breaking into a fight, or at least a major one. And
At least
those,
not visually.
not visually, at least. Not easily noticeable.
Can I roll for the same thing?
Sure.
Okay.
11. For Castia, you are sure that there is no actual hostility around them, to the demons or angels, but you do. Well, you do notice a lot of other things. But mainly the fact that some of them basically, they're not exact. Most of them they technically don't stare. But you know, as the 5 of you stand there, you did notice some glances on you and Lumi.
Oh.
But
Great.
those looks are not exactly of hostility. It's like, it's as if they basically just saw like a rare animal or something. They're not exactly hostile towards you, but like, I wouldn't call it fascination. But they're not exactly weirded out either. They just noticed something that's kind of different than everything else. And that's when you realize that, oh yeah, you and Lumi are both Nephilims.
Yay.
And that's
Wow, they
probably
noticed even
brought
with all the hoodies? Wow.
attention. I believe nobody's wearing the hoodie anymore.
Yeah, I never. I never.
Oh,
said
you're
I
not?
was
Nobody's
Nephilim.
concealing their
She probably
Nephilim.
forgot.
Yeah, nobody's like concealing their Nephilimness anymore. So yeah.
Yeah, but now with that in mind, because she feels self-conscious, yeah, she's gonna pull on her hoodie and like you know, just like anxiously like get behind Stygg a little bit. Just like,
Stygg kind of noticed that, and does anyone looking weird at you or something?
I mean, I don't know if they're. I don't know if I can say that they're looking at me weirdly, but they're definitely looking. I mean, it's okay. I'm used to it. It's just maybe we should go to the Rex guy.
Hopefully they don't mean business bad ones. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So,
Where is the Rex guy?
well, all of you remember that he entered the bar, basically.
Yeah. Well, I guess we gotta go to the bar then.
What? Where is Regg?
Regg is
Regg?
with you guys.
Regg. Yeah, I mean, what are you doing?
Regg is currently like looking at the sand.
Sand?
Look at the sand.
Why are you fascinated by the sand?
Yeah, it's all grainy.
Well, maybe you should save some in a pouch or something.
Yeah. He then eat some sand.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Wait,
okay.
wait. Now your everything, including that broken core, gonna be all sandy now.
It's okay. I can just clean it. It's just this. And then he like it's like eating some rock candy and then like bleh. See, it's all clean.
And Castia
Okay.
like whispers to Stygg like he has a filter inside of him.
I didn't know that, but it is very useful. Huh?
Huh.
Like it's you can see his face. He cannot hide like he's feeling a little bit weird looking.
In any case, I think we should go to the bar and look for Rex, the guy with the glasses.
Yep,
I think
agreed.
he's the one who should be introducing us to. I don't know. They only said the madam or something. So we should probably go. And she like tugs on Stygg. Like I need you to go. I'll go behind you because I'm technically underage. I shouldn't be at the bar.
He
That is
just
true.
then pull Rex handle and just like throw him above his head. Okay, let's go then.
So as the five of you basically walk towards like that whole building, there's this guy basically standing beside the door, and he looks like quite burly, like he's tall. He's just this tall demonkin with like the horns that is like in the shape of like a goat, and like he's bald. And have like
Wow.
dark skin, and like he's wearing like this pair of sunglasses, even though it's like literally in the middle of the night. And like he's standing there, his hand like up front. He looks at everyone. You, the five of you, state your
Yes.
business.
Uh,
He basically
this is
put it like his hand, just stopping you guys from like going through the door, and then basically, five of you, state your business.
Wait,
like all at
Five?
once? Or
wait, I'm sorry, but like 5?
Lumi and Damien.
Lumi and Damien?
Lumi
Oh,
and
Damien,
Damien,
right?
yes.
Damien exists.
Exactly.
Ah, the boy!
Ruh-roh.
What? Who was it who said something about this Rex guy? I forgot. My
It was
short-term
the
memory.
well, I actually we never got his name, but it was
Yeah.
the guy we were traveling with, the big guy, who he came in with the box, the
Ah.
instruments. I think he said that we should find somebody called Rex. We're just looking for transport further down southwest.
Rex, I see. Oh, okay. Then he basically just crouched down a little bit towards you because like he's like extremely tall. I mean the place is the place is kind of confusing. So like if you want to go like to the end, just go in and like go to the right. But if you're looking for the bar, go into the left. If you're looking for the stores, and you go in straight and find the staircase. But if you're looking for Rex, it's probably going to be in the stage. But I did hear Rex is going to be around the bar talking to the madam. So that's probably where he is going to be. Then welcome to the middle of nowhere. Hi everyone. You guys are all new, I see. I haven't seen you all here before, but he stands. You may come in.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I remember everything.
Good, because I think Castia went mute from social anxiety.
Oh, but also, please, I assume some of you are underage, so, and then he looks at you, he's like, are you the dad of these children?
He kind of looks to everyone. Yeah.
Then just make sure that
Wow.
you're with them all the time, at all time.
No worries.
Yes,
Definitely
yes.
no alcohol.
What's 1 or 2 sips of alcohol?
Um,
Shrugs.
Guys, don't listen to him.
Okay, Dad. Because
Hey,
Yeah.
why can't I be the dad?
You shut up. So like with very low voice.
Then please enjoy. Basically, it's like, open the door and like keep it open for you guys.
Well, then
thank you.
Stygg just nods and then goes into the door.
Regg would like to give something to the guard.
What is it?
Rock.
Just
The
a
change.
rock.
Keep
And
the
he,
change.
looking at you, he basically says like, "Thank you."
Also,
I'll keep it.
I wanna look at something. First of all, you giving the rock to this guy is like that Home Alone 2 scene where Kevin was giving the bellboy a gum.
All right. Oh my God! How did I forgot about that?
Keep the change. What the hell? Anyway,
Change.
before we go in, I was wondering if there's any like signs posted. Like, is there any particular rule signs posted like no fighting, no weapons, or like no hats or whatever, over in this place?
Nothing actually.
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
like you can see like other people like actually, like most adventurers basically they none of them have actually the habit of concealing their weapons. So they are just on display all time, right? Like the weapons and like the bows and the swords and everything, and they just walk in with those things. Like nobody's stopping them from like using their weapons.
no
from like
rules,
bringing their weapons
okay.
in. But yeah,
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Then Stygg says, okay, so he said that Rex is supposed to be on the stage, but he's going to meet the madam in the bar. So should we go to the stage or to the left, to the bar? This is Stygg saying.
I mean,
What do
if
you
he's going to the bar anyway, maybe we. This is hard.
To be honest, I'm kind of curious about the stage. This is Stygg, not me.
Oh,
Should
well,
we take
sure.
pick first? Maybe he's still there or something.
Sure. I don't see why not. Let's go to the stage then.
so the 5 of you walk in through that door, and then like immediately just immediately like flashing lights and people and like the atmosphere just like so kinda hyped up at that time. And then you see like a way like going to the right, and there's actual like the receptionist for like the hotel, the inn or something, and then you see like there's this staircase going up in front of you that and have like this what is it, this there's a sign beside it that says like the shop, and then you go to the left, and then you see basically from afar there's like this huge hall, and there's a bar like at the on around one of the corner of that, and like there's like a bunch of like bartenders and everything. Like this place is like not exactly packed, but like there's a lot of people, but like just because of like the sheer like size of the room itself, it's not exactly packed. You can see how people can still have like a private conversation around like their own tables without like having like the whole place being extremely loud and all. So you walk in a little bit, and you see at the end of that hall there's a stage. A stage where like a bunch of those guys that you guys met before like start to set up their like instruments and everything. One of them like set up like the drum set, and like they're setting up like other things on the stage. And yeah, it does look like that, like those people are like part of a band or something. And then you see the one that the burly guy called Trex is actually around like the bar, talking to a lady. She's quite tall for a human. She has like she's wearing like just this what is like a traditional demonkin / demonic like attire, but like she does have like complexion of like a human from like the western region of like this whole continent. She has like this long blonde hair tied to like a low ponytail, and she has like like her face is basically just filled with scars here and there. Like she's and she's just sitting there elegantly talking to this guy that's called Rex. What do you want to do?
Well, Stygg, he's over at the bar.
So, should we go to the bar or the stage?
I mean, if he's already at the bar, and we're supposed to be making the deal with the madam, and she's right there, maybe we should go to the bar?
Okay. Then Stygg was originally moving to what?
No, not the same person. It's okay.
Okay.
But go on, guys.
So Stygg was originally trying to go to the stage to check whether Rex is there or not, but after looking at that he's there at the bar, like he said, oh, he's in the bar after all. So should we just go there directly?
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay, sure. Then let's go.
I'm kinda hungry. Can we get something there too to eat?
I'll ask the bartender to see their menu. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, come along.
So you walk towards Rex, and like you basically can hear like conversation, and like you can hear Rex saying basically, yeah, basically our core was broken, so we need a replacement for that. And the lady was like, so that's how you got late for today? Yeah, kinda. And we found a few people that can help us, that could help us get here. So we're gonna make a deal a little bit that I need to introduce them to you. So well, here they are. And then the lady was like, so you guys are the ones who help the boys get here. Well, thank you for your service.
Well, yeah, to be honest, we also need some help, so, well, we help each other, right?
Well, of course. Then, please wait a minute. Then, Rex, like I always say, if you need anything, you need to pay with a performance, so please, go to the stage, then we'll find a cool replacement for you. And well, of course, we do know about that deal, so that's exactly why we're here. Well, thank you, ma'am, as always. And he looks at all five. I'll see you guys later if you ever need anything. But thank you once again for your help.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rex.
Take care, Mr. X.
He basically just
Sure, thank you too.
And like he walks away, and the lady looks at you all, and she says, well, welcome to the middle of nowhere where nothing and no one can be found. Names is Madam Cygnus. To whom do I owe the honor?
I'm Stygg, and looks at the others.
I'm Castia. And this is... She picks up Regg.
I'm Regg, as he got carried like a dog.
And Lumi and Damien.
Okay, so A demon to Nephilims.
Um,
A demonkin and a boy walk into a bar. It sounds like a joke, but quite an interesting group that you are. I don't think I've seen you before, so probably not in adventures of this region. But none of you look like adventurers anyway, except you, boy. And she basically pointed at Damien. Damien was like, "Oh, thank you, ma'am. I do look like an adventurer. I know." And like, "Do I not?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, you do." But
Oh,
from
God.
the looks of the rest, and then she basically looks at considering where we are, fugitives, probably.
She looks at Stygg just like
Well, we
sort of.
Yeah, we kinda did quite a huge adventure ourselves to come this way, but
Well, I see. I mean, I'm not exactly the type to understand why adventurers all need to be registered anyway. Everyone who does a little bit of adventure may be called adventurers. But anyway. So, I heard from Rex that you all need something.
Yes, Miss Cygnus. We need maybe a vehicle or basically transport to down southwest. We're going to this place called Chisolis.
Chisolis. Quite rare for people to actually try to go to Chisolis. Not that it is isolated, but there's practically nothing there. It's just a small town and not far from an academy. You can see like when she says academy, she's like there's a little slight disgust on her face.
Yeah, that's why Castia didn't say. She's like, I don't know if people like the academy.
And then she basically, but that place was recently destroyed. It's a war against the demonic army, so it won't be a nice place to visit.
sorry, do you mean the Chisolis or the academy? That
Well, Chisolis and the academy are pretty much right beside each other, and the town itself is mostly consists of the academics from Solstice anyway. So
Right. But would it be hard then to get transport there?
it won't be hard for you to get transport there. We can arrange you something that may interest you.
Yippee! Oh, I learned this one before. But is there a catch?
Quite an interesting boy you are. Well, of course, there is always a catch, but this time, just give me some time. I need some time to arrange the transportation that you may need to go to Chisolis. So, what about I arrange it for tomorrow morning?
I think that sounds fine, right, guys?
Actually, what time is it?
Probably
Yes,
around
night,
like 8, 9 right now.
9
we
night?
are
PM,
fine
yes.
with
Sorry.
departing tomorrow morning, but how about the place to stay? There's still any room in the hotel or something?
Well, there's always a room in the middle of nowhere.
Or how
If
much?
you don't
I
mind,
may
you
know?
can always just sit around in the bar until morning, or you can rent a place for, well, the cheapest. The cheapest may cost you around 100 to 150 zenith. Or the most expensive room may cost you around 2,000. Breakfast included, of course.
For one room?
Yes.
For everyone? Sorry, this is me.
Oh
think that's
yeah,
one
the room
room,
that I
right?
just offered to you is a room that is definitely enough for 5 people.
Oh, okay.
Unless you all need a separate room, then that will be the cheapest around 50 zenith.
Right. Well, that sounds reasonable, actually. But I was actually more wondering, Miss Cygnus, are you expecting zenith in payment for the vehicle? I'm only asking because, well, we also need to make our calculations.
Of course,
You know,
of course.
whispers to Stick like my money's tight, you know.
I wouldn't. No. There's no need for that.
Oh,
Free of charge.
okay.
For 5 nice fugitives from the Dimmidium region.
Right. Then we'll accept. Thank you.
Of course.
Stygg then approaches her and said, well, we are in a situation, so we don't really have that much money on us. So is it possible if it would be great if you could help us for rooms only for the kids, and I can maybe help you in the bar or something in exchange for the room?
There's no need for that. If you're going to stay around at the bar until morning, then that will be free of charge. But sure, and for the kids, we can arrange a room for them.
Yep, that would be really great. I don't mind staying in the bar.
Of course.
You know.
Well, you can just find a receptionist in the hotel area to rent the room. That will be that will probably cost you 100 zenith for that. And well, for those of you who want to stay in the bar, the boys over there, she basically pointed like the guys on the stage. They arranged some. Well, they ordered some food for you guys as a thank you.
Oh,
Ooh.
well, there you go, Regg. Like Castia had already picked up a brochure menu, you know, just like perusing it.
I am Giga Mutant.
So she said, thank you.
Of course. Well, don't thank me. Thank them. Well,
Right.
I guess they are the ones who need to thank you.
Right. Well, I guess maybe we should go find a table. Thank you again, Miss Cygnus.
Of course.
Thank you, Miss Cygnus.
Is it Ignis or Cygnus?
Cygnus. Cygnus. Cygnus.
Okay.
Cygnus.
The constellation.
Right.
Not penyakit.
Because there's the mist in front of it, so like the sea kind of.
Yeah. Miss
Like,
Cygnus. Well,
Okay.
people called her Madam Cygnus. Is she? But then,
Okay. Then Stygg then asks, oh right, I saw a few other demons and even angels here. Just wondering, like, they. I mean, like, I know I'm here too, but it's just a rare sight to see the mingling with the other humans, you know.
The demons and the angels have been in this continent for hundreds of years, for more than 100 years, so it's not exactly something weird for some of them to mingle with us. Most of them that you
Nice.
see are definitely adventurers.
Huh.
Oh, I always assume that because we are in a war, so there will be, you know, like problems between races. But apparently not, huh?
Problems between races? No, but the enemies are always the enemies, but it doesn't really matter what race they are. If they are the enemies, then we fight them. If they're not, then
The-
we don't.
Enemies? You mean during the war?
No, well, of course. It's not like there's no human soldiers in the demonic army or divine ones. Are there?
You got a point there.
Castia has this one burning questions because she's been wearing her cloak and hood the entire time, so she just like looks at Cygnus and just like innocently asks like, how could you tell that I was a Nephilim?
I just can't.
Oh. That's like a super disappointed. Oh,
She-
you know, like
she
oh,
look-
my
she-
my
she-
my cloak looks like shit.
No, she basically looks at you and then she says, "You're a child in a cloak." You know, some people who actually get to the middle of nowhere wearing a cloak that's covering their whole body. They're either an assassin or some thief that will definitely be detected by some of our guards before, or someone who's trying to cover their body. But angels and demons are walking around, not covering themselves, including this one. She basically pointed at Stygg. So you're definitely not a demon, nor you are an angel. So what else who may? Who else who may attract attention? If you're not a princess or some kind of other nobles who are walking around, then you are probably an angel.
Looks at Lumi.
Looks at me. Anyway, her face goes bright red, really embarrassed because like, oh wow, I thought I was being slick, but like okay, she just nods like okay, all right, I see.
And besides, she smiles. That was an educated guess, and well, the one thing that made me sure that you're a Nephilim was just because you just confirmed it to me. Be careful, little kid.
Oh. If she like covers her mouth, it's like right.
Well, she got you one there.
Oh, you're so good at this, Cassie.
Anyway, I wanna grab a table and she looks around the bar. Is there any like open booth or table?
Yeah,
And
there's
Stygg just-
actually an open table.
Suggested,
Yippee!
how about we go to find a table near the stage? We can watch those guys
All
on the
right,
stage.
right,
While we
right.
eat,
That would be
maybe.
nice.
Well, of course, I do recommend the table near the stage because there's a. You guys actually came by at the right time. There's a quite exciting entertainment we have tonight. Except the boys who are playing their music there.
Just to make sure they are kids friendly, right?
Well, I'm sure the kids from the war zones will like to enjoy this kind of entertainment.
If you say so, then.
Come on, Stick. And she like tugs him along.
Then he follows.
And you guys basically walk towards like one of the tables and like sit around. You know, some waiters came around and get your orders and everything. They all say it like, you know, like it's on the band's tab. So just order whatever you want, basically. And like there's a lot of things that you can actually order there. But most of those are foods that you don't exactly understand. You don't exactly know. Like they're mostly like Floria like specialties. Or things that are common around here. They all look nice though. So at least there's that. So you get around like everything and you're basically enjoying the music that like the band are like doing and all. Is there anything specific you would like to do in the middle of nowhere?
Difficult.
Difficult question. Let me think.
You can't find anything in the middle of nowhere. Well, nothing. Nothing. But what is everything if it is not nothing? I don't know. I'm not making any sense of that.
Apa ya?
Stygg just looks around, but now he's more focused on each one of the people there, like the faces, to check if there are some familiar faces. Maybe he's not sure, but like just to remind you, he's also still looking for the Will's wife if somehow he sees her during the trip. So he's just like checking around.
Who is it?
Right, yeah.
Iris?
No. Will's wife.
Oh, Will's
Right,
wife.
he checked the
Bill.
necklace, right?
Right.
No, but not exactly looking for her, but it's just like
Yeah.
checking one by one.
You know what? Stygg, roll double insight. As an open check.
Okay, this
want
time I
some
will
divination?
use my divination.
Okay,
you
sure.
can use yours too, so that we have 4 charges. if I
I'ma
may
use
have.
mine.
Because mine is D6. Thank you very much. Okay, that's the first one. A second one. Ooh,
Are you going to take the night?
open check ya. 7,
Yes.
11, 7, 10, 13, 16, 7, 10. You know what? Can I use your reroll?
Go ahead.
Reroll again.
Ooh.
Hey!
Oh,
Yeah.
One time.
Okay, are you going to take that 7?
7. At least the 7 and 10 are the next stage. The next.
Also,
stage
guys,
is
I
10.
gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Just
It's
go on without me for a
okay.
bit.
Sure. I will then use my bond with who exactly. That is making some sense here. Okay, let's just say that I will use my bond towards. This is hard. You know what? None of my bonds actually making. I can use it against Iris just because maybe somehow I can find her here.
Well. Yeah,
Is that acceptable?
Sure, acceptable. I'll accept that. So you're going
So that would
to
be-
get 10? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. You're looking around, basically gauging the aura, gauging the vibe, trying to feel the vibe of everything. You see like a lot of people. First of all, you don't see anyone that resemble Will's wife. You don't exactly see. You do notice like there's a lot of people who are like not adventurers. It seems, but you see just most of them are like there's a lot of people who are like just working around, like who probably work nearby, who probably live like nearby, who don't exactly know, like people who don't look like they travel a lot. but they all look like, most of them look like workers. And most of them basically walk around like in groups, like huge groups, and some of them, or even most of them, that do look like they have like particular injuries here and there, who you as a high-ranking officials of the demonic army do notice that, like, you know, like those are like common injuries and common like scars and patterns of like people who actually fought against the demons, right? Because like you do have like particular like weapons and techniques and others, and you do notice like maybe some of these are like, you know, former soldiers who got like decommissioned because of like a lot of things. And some of them do have Earthbound and all, but like weirdly enough, like there's a lot of them tonight, and like they all look excited and all. Like they're basically like walk around, like find like the foremost like tables and everything, like the closest ones to like to the stage. Some adventurers who actually noticed them even like stood up and like let them sit like in front and all, just letting them like basically just crowd like the front rows, like most of the front rows of like the bar, like that area tonight. But that's kind of it. Like the vibe itself like looks like really nice. Basically, they're all having fun, it seems. But other than that, you don't see anything else.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay, basically we saw like a lot of people that's like some kind of, from the look of it, they might be soldiers that have fought against the demonic army, and there are somehow a lot of them here and are excited to see the stage, and they're trying to sit in the front row or something. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Hi. There's nothing in particular that seen. Like I feel like in Castia's perspective, she's just relishing on a quiet moment to enjoy some proper dinner, you know. Yeah, and that's it from her actually.
And then when and then when one of the waiters give us whatever that we ordered, Stygg just sour. Hey, I heard from the madam that there will be a show here. I can see a lot of soldiers are like, some people even giving them seats. Is there anything special happening tonight?
Of course,
the madam didn't really specify.
Well, I mean, it's the usual, you know, it's the usual special performance by, well, those former soldiers really do like Dante, the one who's going to provide entertainment for tonight.
Oh,
Dante.
what kind of entertainment is it?
Dante.
Well, things that well, how about this? Well, just stick around and you'll see. It's something really exciting.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Well, have a good night. And if you need anything else, just call me. And she also.
Dante.
Stygg just nod and then proceed to take. He ordered some liqueurs, of course.
Bose.
And just hold it up and just start drinking it while looking at the stage.
Dante. I've never heard of that name before. Anyone?
Nope.
Huh.
Can I have one of those? I want to have one of those.
No. You drink yours just over there.
Oh.
And she looks at Stygg like, can I have one of those?
How old exactly are you, miss?
16 and a half.
Yep, that spells no.
Ah.
DM.
Yeah.
What is the What is the legal age of drinking?
We know that Damien can drink.
I don't want to mess with like people online, so it's 18. It is 18. Let's not mess with that. I know.
Canonical.
I like world building, but I don't wanna. Let's not go too far.
Funniest question, GM. What is the canonical legal age of drinking?
Oh my god.
And
Oh
he then
God.
looks at Lumi and Damien. That includes. Wait, Damien is already 18?
Yeah, Dimmidium is
can drink.
18.
Oh, okay. And then he looks at Lumi. That includes you too.
Darn.
Lumi says like, but I usually drink wine. Ceremonial ones, but wine.
Yeah, but I believe those don't really contain too high of the alcohol content. These are liquors, different matter.
Damien basically. Damien crosses his arms and like, besides, doesn't taste good at all anyway. Don't drink, guys.
He just like, kids.
Single father.
Look at Damien.
Such
and
a
just
single
like-
father.
It's like you don't get the taste not yet.
Oh my god. So,
It's like fine.
so at this point, the night just goes and all, and like what some it's just nice dinner, really good ones even, like, and the whole place is like, everyone is finally really like, friendly to each other, with even with like the chaotic like tension around, and everyone's like being hyped up for something that you don't even know. It's like, but mostly everyone's like friendly to each other. Like you can hear like a lot of laughter here and there and all, and for Castia, specifically, like,
Yeah.
this feels like, the bar owned by Midnight, right?
All right.
Like,
yeah.
it's just this really friendly vibe, but like it's just, times 15 times bigger than like that shabby building
Yeah.
in the station. But like the vibe is nice, at least. Like everyone, like, despite being like so wild and tough and quite dangerous looking, some like most of them are, or even though most of them are like that, like it's just, no fights actually broke out, like, but again, everyone does look like they're looking forward to like this Dante guy or girl or group, who knows, but with their air quote entertainment or performance. Before I proceed, anyone want to do anything specifically?
Let me think for a moment. I don't really have anything in mind, to be honest. Ipin, Muukyu, is there anything you guys want to do?
I drink.
Oh my god, what are you drinking?
I don't anymore. Yep.
I drink beer.
Oh my god.
Drink beer.
Drink beer.
Nothing from me either, GM.
Okay. There should be an asterisk like at the like, below that says like root beer. It's root beer, non-alcoholic.
It's really it's really ginger ale.
Oh my god.
Bintang
it's really
Zero.
ginger ale. Oh my god. Bintang Zero. What the hell? We're not sponsored by that, by the way. No sponsor. No sponsor. But anyway, yeah. After a while, you can hear like the boys actually finish like their performance, and like everyone's like, "Ah!" like they played like for quite a while. Just like how exhausted they are after like playing like quite intense music for like 3 hours straight without like any like breaks and everything. And at some point, like some Rex actually walked towards you guys, while the others were basically just backing up and all. It's like, hey, here, pull the chair and sit among you guys. And Rex just said, "Well, once again, thank you for bringing us here. How's the food tonight? I hope it's to your taste, to your liking."
It's really good, Mr. Rex. Thank you.
Ah, well.
Yeah,
Especially
it's
the
really
request.
awesome.
Yeah, it's been a while since I drank.
It's always good in the middle of nowhere. Well. So, I guess you guys are also excited for Dante.
Well, actually, me personally, I've never heard of them before.
Me neither.
Oh, well, he's quite famous around Floria.
I see.
Of course, not exactly in the big cities, but they're quite famous and popular among us. So, especially adventurers and those who fight around mercenaries and everything. So, I'm quite surprised that adventurers like you guys don't actually know who this guy is, who Dante is, or who they are.
I guess maybe we just haven't been around for too long. But why are they specifically popular with the mercenaries and the ex-soldiers?
Oh, right, yeah. They're actually a group of mercenaries themselves. Well, Dante is the one who leads this group of mercenaries, and they go around taking care of requests and all. They're quite strong, really. So most of the mercenaries really do love them. They look up to them, but they do spend a lot of time doing things, the surface that most of us really do appreciate a lot. It's quite entertaining, really, seeing their performance once in a while. Let's just say it's cathartic to see.
Right. Well, I guess that sounds fun. Looking forward to it then.
So, what's your story, the 5 of you? If you don't mind me asking, of course.
Throws an eye to Stygg. It's like, quickly, we gotta align our story here.
Okay, what should I say now? Everything.
honestly, if it were up to Castia, she would just say that they're fugitives from the north, because the north is notoriously known to have the the demonic army, right? And they're just seeking like safer grounds down south or something.
Yeah. Okay, then the Stygg will just gonna say something like, we're just trying to find some safe place. Especially, you can see most of us are children, and looking around. Yep, just somewhere that we can settle.
I see. So, we came from somewhere in Floria, or?
Somewhere around there, yeah. Somewhere down south than this, definitely.
Far south. You came from somewhere down south. So how did you get to this northern border of the kingdom then?
Looks at Stygg.
We kind of trying to find this one's father is pointing at Regg. Yeah, I as you can see, I'm not his real father, But yeah, when we tried to look around and we kind of stumbled here.
I
And
see.
from what he says, we might be able to find him and chisel is right.
Well, yeah.
So that's why Chisolus is your next destination then.
Yep.
Yes.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie.
It is not a lie, exactly.
It's not a lie.
Here, so what's down south? So I believe there's the capital down south, Ophelia. Did you come from further south than the capital then?
No, not exactly. We all just, well, I guess we all came from different places. Not big cities of any kind though.
I see.
Yep. Just to avoid further trying to avoid saying the truth, like he just say, well, you see, I'm a demon. Originally, I was also the member of the demonic army, but now here I am with them.
I see. Well, there must be a reason why you're no longer with the army then, but good to know there's a traitor of the demonic army among us. And he get close to you and says, you may want to keep that a secret though. A lot of these people are exactly like former soldiers unless they're actually reformed or a traitor of the demons or the divine army. Deserters, that's the word that I'm looking for. Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Of course. Well, then have a good night. Then looks like, it's like you see like the lights are to dim, and well, looks like they're here. Let's enjoy. Huh? He stands up then. I'll see you guys around, and he walks away. You see
What is this Dante?
The lights basically dim. It's like everything is like almost like dark and all. And you can hear a few footsteps going up the stage. Some of them are really calm. One of them is really calm, but some of them are quite in a chaotic and hurried manner. And a few steps, those steps are mixed. The footsteps like sound are all mixed with sound of chains hitting each other. And hearing that, everyone was like, "Oh!" And then spotlight. And standing in front of everyone is a demonkin, quite tall. He is a guy, probably around 190 centimeters tall. He's wearing a nice, basically a clothing that's like almost like military-esque, but you don't. But as a member of military of the demons, you don't see whether or not you like you don't think that is part of any kind of like uniform of any kingdom. But I'll let you roll double insight for an open check, Stygg.
Ow. Oh, unique divination. Do you need
Wait,
divination, bro?
is it me?
Yes, Stygg.
You're the one who's been in the army.
Okay.
Okay,
Please, if I may have another
go ahead.
definition, I got
Go ahead.
4 rolls now. Why it's always double insight for Stygg? My bane of it.
To remember things. It's okay. 9.
9.
Are you going to take
Nice.
that 9? It's an open check.
I'll just re-roll it. Oh my god, it's
Exactly the same. Wow, that's fate,
another
isn't
one.
it? Another
Ooh!
one. Ooh,
I'll get that.
11. Are you
I'll
going to
take that.
accept that 11?
I'll take that.
Okay. Stygg, you know that mercenary uniform. You don't know this guy particularly, but you do know that particular uniform, the black uniform, jet black with like a lot of like red lines here and there. And he's wearing like this emblem in the shape of a crow on his, you know, the left breast side of like the what is it, the coat. And you see most of like his equipments here and there are like quite advanced. You know that this particular like mercenary group is like one that is quite feared. So there's a few groups that are like feared during like the battle in the demonic war. Like the war zone between like the human and the demons, right? There's those heroes from Crescentia that you know. There's a city in the Floria, the great hero from Crescentia. That's like one of the elite ones. And there's also one from Luxeria that you know that's called as the Swords Blade. Basically led by this guy who called himself the Swords Ritter. But there's another one that is called the Blood Raven Brigade. These people are... Because people basically borrowed like a legendary name of like of a Black Ops army from back in the day, hundreds of years ago, and they basically took that as their names and to you know instill fear to their foes and all, But not only that, they actually live up to that expectation that they never ever lose. Not even once. They never lost anyone from their group. That's what you know. And basically, as they are mercenaries, they don't have any allegiance to anyone. But these days, they do work for the humans. And this guy who's standing there, he basically took like a mic, basically. He's like...
Wait. So basically, before they work with the humans, they also sometimes being paid by the demon side or the angel side?
Or just rich people or anything. Like people who can actually just hire them for... They're mercenaries after all.
No, I mean like sometimes maybe mercenary, but mainly still in the human side. No, not that at all.
No,
okay,
they don't have any allegiance at all. And this guy basically says, "Ladies and gentlemen, good night, a good evening, a really good evening that we're having here. My name is Dante, if you don't know me." And like when he says like, you know, like people, it's like, "Ooh, nobody don't know you, dude." It's like, well, thank you. But I am here as usual, our monthly thing. Right, I'm here bringing a present for all of you fugitives of war, victims of the demons and the divine, as I am here for our usual monthly thing. And he basically raises his hand. I present you! And he says, prisoners of war. And everyone's like, wow! You can hear like the whole place basically just you know, hype up. Everyone basically like, wow! and you can see behind him there's a bunch of demons. And a few humans. They're all just tied up. Their mouths are gagged. They're just kneeling down the stage. Their arms and their legs are all chained together. And they all look like they're soldiers. And Dante said, well, the army of Floria did find out about our plan this time, but the Blood Raven Brigade never disappoints. I brought you the most notorious soldiers locked up in those prisons far west in the middle of the sea, and I brought them here for your enjoyment. Now, as he say that now, and everyone basically just goes silent. He basically says, "Who wants a taste?" For a first strike. Everybody's like, me. I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
No, that's all over
Don't
again.
there.
Oh,
Don't you dare point
Like, Castia is thinking. Castia is thinking immediately of the worst, but she kind of tugs Stygg like, wait, Stygg, is he saying that they're going to? Are they?
That's what I thought. But I just hope
That's-
that they don't. I don't know. Should you guys just go somewhere else? If they really do, it's not gonna be a beautiful.
I mean, they can't possibly. But that as public entertainment, that's not. She doesn't say anything else. She's kind of frozen, you know, in confusion.
Sure.
He. How about the other demons, the adventurers? How were they react to it? How did they react to it?
Oh. You look around and like, well, you don't see all of them that you saw before, but like some of them are definitely also excited about it.
The demons.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I see their stance now.
sure. And then and Dante was like, it's all right, everyone. I can see how some of you are concerned by all of this, but we don't just kill demons, we kill those soldiers, vile soldiers. Am I right, people? And like everyone's like, girls like, now. First blood. She'll like get the first blood. I mean, it's like the most tasty of each month. And then basically like, got down. It's like, how about you? And like basically like point out one of them, and then he looks. Okay, we need 5 more. Okay. And he walks at one. So one is basically like sitting down like really quietly, and everyone is like, everyone is quiet, hype around him too. But like Dante basically walks to this guy who looks like in extreme distraught, and all he basically, Donald, what did I promise you last month, eh? Look at him. And he basically sit down like, the very guy who killed your mother. I never disappoint. Blood Raven never disappoints. So, how would you take his life, eh? And that guy basically was like, he looks scared and all. He basically like pat like the guy's shoulder and was like, it's all right. He won't be able to touch you. And then the guy basically like nods and that's attaboy. And then they basically pull him up and like, boys, take him, prepare him for the best murder ever. And he basically points at everyone, like get everyone, and then he stops after like 4 people bring out to the stage, and like stops and he looks around and
DM.
Go on, Regg.
Can Regg raise his hand?
Oh my god!
Party members, would you allow Regg to do Reggy stuff?
I don't mind. I don't
I
mind.
don't mind. I
I
just
don't mind.
yeah, buddy, do what you
Chaos
want.
and shit. Regg has been drinking, by the way.
I know.
Can you get drunk?
No,
Can you get drunk?
no. He is a sword.
I don't think you drink.
I don't think you can get drunk. I don't think you can, Regg. Did I allow you to drink?
Yeah, I don't
I think I was clear
Stygg
about like
allow
the
you.
whole thing.
Root beer.
Root beer, you're saying, but
He's
yeah.
drunk on root beer.
Drunk
drunk
on
on root beer.
His
Drunk
sugar
on
high,
root beer.
basically.
Yeah,
Regg
PSA,
is
he's
sugar high. And then he's like, oh, look at this. He walks towards you. I'm sorry, kid, but like you do look like you. Well, I can't let a kid like you. I mean,
Yeah, Stygg just
not a
pulls his
kid.
hand down. Yeah, sorry, kids, sometimes they just don't know what.
I'm not a
doing.
kid. I'm Regg.
Shh, shh, shh.
I see, but and then when like, oh, what's it bad? A nice group you have here, and then he looks around and like, oh, what, and then someone actually like walks up to him. Looks like one of the waiters, like one of the like one of the bartenders of like the bar, and then he basically got like that bartender basically whispered something towards him, and like, oh, ooh, interesting. That is interesting indeed. Well. He walks a little bit and like, this needs another introduction, eh? Basically, clap twice and boom, everything goes to dark. And he says, punishment.
What?
What is punishment, right? Well, it's those things that need to be given to those who wronged us. Say Dante. Now the spotlight just turned on again, and now he's the only one who's lit in that room. And he says, hundreds of years ago, demons and the angels came to us, to this land that we were living in. They took our land. They took almost everything from us. Humans only get less than 50% of our land. And we are now forced to the very corner of the continent. How is that fair? How is that fair? And everyone was like, it's not! Yes, exactly. It is not, but something is more unfair than those that happen to us. The demons and the divine and those who lived before us. They did the things that are unforgivable. They gave birth to those who they decided to later abandon. Those they deemed as cursed. Those who they think as worthless. And even now, they do not have a place of their own. The demons despise them, the angels kills all of them, while us humans think of them as our demise. They are forced to live in isolation, running away from those who are supposed to embrace them. The Nephilims are those who receive the most unfair treatment among all of us, and here we are. Clap once and poof, there's a spotlight around you on your table. Exactly. Here we have a couple of Nephilim children. Probably lived their lives filled with agony of those isolation that we brought upon her. He smiles and he walks towards you. He pull a chair and sit down not far from your table. He crosses his legs and putting his arm on the chair and he says, I'm sure all of you have noticed before. And he looks
Have
at
what?
it.
Sorry.
He said, I'm sure all of you have noticed it before, but
Oh, okay.
they are here. Dante stood up. He kicked the chair down, and then he kneels toward all of you. Oh, young Nephilim misses. I can assure you that there is no need for both of you to hide the fact that you are Nephilims. All of us in this place, us nobodies in the middle of nowhere, are always your allies. And the whole place is now silent. What do you wanna do? Castia Kane.
Why is it always fucking me? Fucking Christ, bro!
Oh,
Fuck!
real.
I'm sure he's implying for you to do it.
I
right?
know, because like, he's basically saying like, we all got racism, but she got racism
most
extra.
She got racism plus.
Racism plus plus.
Plus, oh.
I'm sure we've all had a sucky life, but
How
she got-
exactly is your reaction to it? I mean, your face. You are against doing it, right? Of course, right?
Of course she's against doing it. She already, the last time she accidentally killed a bunch of demonic army soldiers, she went suicidal.
Do you want me to cover for you, as in like let's stick with the one who do it? I mean, at this point he won't be like thinking twice to kill these demons. Just for you and Lumi, like. Yeah, he's not gonna be like, but I don't want to kill demon anymore or something like that.
You have
Character
Regg,
development,
you know?
man.
You know what? Kaya knowing Castia, like, she doesn't want to do this, but the spotlight is on her, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like, oh god, but then I'd be lying to this Dante guy.
Dante, man.
I was thinking she's definitely the type, if she's forced to play along, she would definitely say like, yeah, sure, I'll kill them, but I don't do things publicly, you know? Like, put me and my group in a room with them. But then again, like, that's the point of the entertainment, you know? Kaya then they won't have any entertainment, like.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you wanna make Castia play along with it, but then Stygg I can make Stygg kinda realize that you actually don't want to do it, and I can interrupt you, like, you don't have to do it, or something like that. And we can trigger something from there.
Regg also still have the no fighting scream.
Oh my god, true.
So-
GM,
Mhm.
can I check for elements? I got fire.
Earth and electricity, I guess. Earth and lightning.
Ooh. Huh. Shit. Why do you do this to me, God?
Right, it's
Huh.
you guys the one who discovered this place.
I know, you sick bastard.
Thank you. Yes.
That's our
bastard.
GM for you.
Wow.
He's having fun
can't
with this.
Oh
fun
my
thing.
god! Of course I will have fun with something like this.
I think that her initial reaction is very clear that she's, immediately panically shaking her head. Just like Donald earlier, just like, no, I don't want to kill somebody. And she's just stammering off like, no, I don't want to.
I see. Well, it is all right. He stands up. Because that's what we're supposed to do, right? And the war, so the children don't have to kill anymore. It is all right, Miss Nephilim. We'll do it in your name. And you basically take the sword and start to move. Everyone who realizes what he's doing starts to chant, kill, 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 kill,
Oh, not
kill,
this again.
kill, kill,
Not this
kill.
shit
And
again!
everyone was chanting, and I was like, let the enjoyment begin! Dante said as everyone stand up and one by one they're brought to the front.
Oh.
What do you want to do?
Can I do the no fighting?
The what?
The no fighting.
They're killing demons though, by the way.
Oh. No. Scheiße. Regg is racist. Oh, damn.
You are racist.
Regg is racist.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's what you have to add. Regg is kind of racist against non-humans.
Kind of racist against non-humans.
Oh my god.
Real. But if somebody asks,
Oh my god.
if somebody want to ask,
God.
Uh-huh.
Do I spot any breaker box anywhere?
Right now?
Yeah. In this room.
No. Well,
No,
it's
shit.
well, there's probably somewhere. There definitely is somewhere, but that's the problem. You guys are at the foremost of the tables right now, the closest to the stage. So as you look back and look around you, you are practically surrounded by the crowds. You don't get a table or anything. They're all literally chanting and all. So it's hard for you to notice anything. It's hard for you to even get out of that place. I wonder who picked that table.
Are you blaming me now? Did you just blame me?
Wait,
God damn it.
I'm not the one who forced you to sit there.
So, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to stop them? Is Castia, no, not us, is Castia trying to stop them?
Yeah, but she's also scared because remember the last time she made a scene and became the center of attention? You know, when she tried to stop you from killing, what's his name? Gregory? Right?
Gregory.
Yeah, that dick. Ah, shit, bro. Hate this shit. Why can't Lumi decide?
No. What do you want to do? Lumi is no longer here. I mean, the player of Lumi is no longer here.
I can make at this point, if you ask me what Stygg's gonna do, the best he can think of right now is to bring you and Lumi and Regg like at least further from the stage. Yeah, just at least we don't have to see, or at least don't see it like point blank or something like that. You want me to do that? Maybe it can trigger you to find chances to do something else?
The thing is, this is a big decision in terms of like her character. That's why that's why it's really hard for me to decide. Because I could say that she's learned enough to be more careful, and you know that sometimes sacrifices are needed, and she can't save everyone, right? You know. But I could also say that despite that, she's still really stubbornly ideal. So, shit. Hold on.
Regg notices that you are in distress.
Yeah, no shit.
He then approaches you.
What's wrong, Castia? Isn't this a good thing?
What do you mean?
The people of war are evil. Isn't this a good thing? You know, for the war to end?
I don't want the war to end like that. If I just let this kind of horrendous killing continue, then what difference am I with?
As you guys are talking around, and like Dante basically proceeded to like the first kill, like Vornan Zestranos, the one who killed the whole village mercilessly up north, not far from Crescentia, serving tens of years in prison. A war criminal suitable for this, don't you think? Then Reggie, it basically pointed like the guy who he pointed for.
Wait. Did he kill one already?
No, he's going to kill one basically right now.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And one is basically, it's like now like one guy basically moved to like one of the prisoner, and then he basically put like a sword, like the edge of a sword around his neck. And everyone, let's do the countdown.
Oh God.
Before they do the countdown, is there anything anything you guys would like to do?
Fuck, man.
10.
So, Stygg just say to everyone, I think it's better for us to move away from here. I don't think it's...
Yeah, but...
7.
Wait, Castia, you're not thinking of trying to save them, right?
6.
Remember what happened to me? I refused to kill. They
5.
got suspicious. We already being chased by the Legion. We can't afford to get defeated.
4.
I think as the countdown starts to go to 3, Castia just stands up and turns around
2.
and leaves the room.
Okay. Then Stygg just stands too.
But
Huh?
she's clearly like, not even like waiting for any of you to follow her
Yeah.
or just like ngajakin. She's literally just out.
Sure.
Stygg also stands and just like brings Regg with him. And I'm not sure if Lumi and Damien gonna follow, right?
Of course, they're going to
Believe-
follow.
Okay. Just bring Regg out.
All of you basically stood up and like walk. Most of them are not. Most of them don't notice that. So like you guys move like some of them basically just it's hard for you guys to move through like to pass through that crowd, but like you can still but as you guys basically enter that crowd like in the middle, they reach like what like you can hear like a split-second silence and then muffled screams of excitement is the only thing that you hear at that time. It feels a little unreal, but maybe it is. The reality of the days that you're living in. There's all of you pass through that crowd of people who can't seem to stop. Screaming in excitement. It's weird. But somehow you can see it. Not something deranged, not something twisted. But somehow a genuine glimpses of joy in their eyes and their voice. As if that whole show of killing is somehow bringing back a little bit of hope in their eyes. And further away you walk. You see, beyond those people, just sitting back, leaning to the wall, looking at the chaos that is brewing, is Madam Sickness. She's not looking at that crowd, she's looking away. She's looking out to the open field. Looking extremely guilty. Her face is basically filled with guilt. She shed a few drops of tears, just sitting there as all of you slowly leave the room. No, away from that crowd, away from everything. You can still hear, laughters from outside of the place. People who are just hanging around in the around like the parking lot. Some outdoor area of the bar. And all of you basically see the bouncer, right? He was sitting down, just all of you, and he's like, enjoying the peaceful night, guys. Quite the performance Dante is having tonight, eh?
Stygg didn't say anything.
Castia doesn't say anything too, and assuming that she's a few steps ahead from the party because she left a few seconds earlier, she's actually going out of the building.
Sure.
In front of the building is probably the parking lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then around there, if I'm not mistaken, is just open fields of sands and whatnot.
Yes.
She goes out, completely brushes off the bouncer. Sorry, bouncer.
Uh-huh.
Goes down the little steps in front of the inn tavern and goes through the parking lot until she's just a good few distance from the building, but not too far, that you can say that she's entirely away. And when she reaches the sand, she just crumples over and starts vomiting. Every single thing that she ate that night, it's out.
Can see Stygg was trying to get close to her, reaching his hand to Castia, but then he hesitated and stopped his hand and standing not too close but not far. Because he doesn't know what to say. Because in a sense he was stopping Castia from helping those that got killed from
Yeah.
getting killed.
And Regg is being racist.
It's usually fine. Oh, that's not good. I think I still have some spare bread somewhere.
She,
I don't
she
think.
doesn't she doesn't say anything. She just keeps on, sorry, kind of gross, but when you throw up
You
and
smell throw up
Yeah.
and you
no, it's like you throw up and you already throw up everything in your stomach, that all that's left is just the bile.
Yeah.
Just like the
Yellowish
clear,
liquid.
Damn.
just like the clear spit and everything. Yeah, that's her. And she's like throwing up while like sobbing and crying.
You see, by that time, by the way, guys, for Stygg and Regg, I guess Castia is just too distraught
Yeah,
to notice. You see that Damien is not with you guys.
Oh.
He followed you guys a little bit, but like he stayed in front of like that establishment. He looks,
Oh, but he's outside.
yeah, he's outside, but
Oh,
he looks
okay.
at it and. But different from Castia, he's looking at the whole building, that whole crowd, noticing like the noise, the sound, and everything. He can see that he's smiling really widely.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh. Boy with the violent tendencies.
But he does want to be an adventurer.
No, not like this.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I think she's just too distraught right now to notice anything around
Yeah,
her.
exactly. That's why I said only Stygg and Regg.
Yeah.
Stygg,
What is it?
what is he doing?
Not sure. Just hope that he's really excited about all this adventure thing. Not the things.
Do you found this exciting too?
Not in the slide.
I kind of understand that everyone is happy about it though. It's just that I don't understand why everyone is so happy about it. I mean, happy is okay, but not like when I saw like a big pile of potato happy.
Why wouldn't they be happy? I would. Damien turns around and looks at you. If those who killed my mother and my sister was killed in front of me, I will feel the same way. Don't you understand? They all deserve to die, right? Those soldiers were killed mercilessly.
Stygg looks at Damien. Then why are you now with us? Why didn't you just go with the Legion to Luxeria and kill all those demonic armies there?
He looks away.
I'm in hearing distance of that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, shit. Well, shit. I should give you guys a trigger warning because, hey, remember her reaction the last time she killed, accidentally wiped out the entire armada of demonic soldier? Yeah, this is particularly like triggering for her, extremely.
Yep.
So especially when
PTS.
like Damien says, like I'm sure maybe everybody except Stygg doesn't really know the extent of Castia's reaction that day because Stygg was the one who found her, right? So yeah, understandably, like other people wouldn't know how badly it affected her. So especially when she heard that Damien said like, these people basically mercilessly killed, like they deserve to die, right? Everything like that particular sentence from him just like punched something inside of her. And it's like everything is muffled and that's all that repeats inside her head. And Stygg, she takes out the pocket knife again.
Okay.
She's not really doing anything with it yet. But like she like stands up and like aimlessly waddles away, further into the fields and everything with that pocket knife in her hand. It's like the same way you found her that day after she ran away after the whole massacre, just, contemplating. But she doesn't say anything.
Sure. As that happens, Damien, who didn't notice that, obviously,
Of course.
continues on and says, "But you're different, aren't you, Stygg? I mean, I wouldn't blame you or intern for fighting other soldiers. It's literally your job. But you never killed any civilians, right? Not like those. War criminals were inside. Or those who killed most of us in Luxeria. Right? Isn't that the difference?
GM, can I establish that he actually never killed the civilian
Yeah.
all this time?
Oh, so that's okay.
I believe you established that since before.
Yeah. I just want to make sure again.
Yeah, I
forgot.
think we talked about this before, that Stygg is technically not a war criminal. He's a soldier, but he's not a
Yeah.
war criminal.
Yes.
He participated in the war, but again, he's not a war criminal.
The one you should be really questioning about is like her dad, Castia's dad. Terrence, what did you do?
Yeah, I know, right?
So basically, Damien is saying I'm not like those that got killed.
Yeah.
You're not like those who killed civilians, basically he's saying.
Yeah. Those who got killed. I mean, in the show. Just
Yeah,
Yeah, because they killed civilians. That's why they deserve to be killed that way.
yeah,
But I'm different because I did not.
yep.
Okay.
Cooking.
Dang. Dang, this is so heavy. I'm not prepared for this. I thought this is gonna be discovery. Yeah, happy, clap.
Yay! I love this plotline.
Racist, you racism class.
Because so heavy.
Like we have the double C, one C for comedy, the other C for come on, man.
Come on, man. Hey, it's Ascension of Pandora. Of we're just gonna be a little twisted. And
wait. Responding
on.
to that, like it's not really directly responding to that, but he just say that this war doesn't just make the three parties kill each other. I saw a lot of demons actually killed each other for a lot of things, kind of benefits, like maybe the position in the war, money, or everything. And yeah, I'm sure looking at what's happening here, all the other sides also experience the same thing. The divine side and the human side. Even internally, they definitely killed each other, even killed civilian. So maybe Perseus was right after all. Everyone are victims here. I'm not saying that his way of doing things are right, just what he said about this war might not be too far off of.
Demon was like, Damien saying, well, I agree with Perseus. That the world is broken to the core. I can't help but feel happy when I see those people are killed. And I can't help but feel disappointed that you decided not to kill Gregory, despite everything that he did.
Gregory. Oh no.
Everything that he had done. But I understand.
Are you happy because they got what they deserved, they got punished? Or are you happy because now you're not the oppressed side anymore, but you can actually do what they did? You can now get your revenge. You can now kill them too. Is that what you're enjoying right now?
He looks at you. Don't scold me as if this is not the world that you created for us.
I'm not trying to scold, I just ask some questions.
Not me. Nor Castia. Or Lumi. chose to be born into the world that is like this. And that is why I'm here with her. She was pushed to a world that doesn't deserve her. And it is not her responsibility to fix all of this.
Stygg actually being blamed kinda snapped. Like he responded like,
It's
and
not the Gregory thing wasn't even your fault. It was me.
no. It's the one thing about he said like this the one that I created. It's Orion's thing, not me,
Bro, I don't know that guy.
And what you thought that I was born here because I wished to? You think I caused all this? Did you not forget who I am?
Yes.
Are you not mistaken me as Orion Bloodwrath?
He looks at you. Aren't you just a creation? Aren't you just all created from the lives that are taken because of this war? If anything.
I am sorry, Castia. But Stygg is not really in his right mind, so he's just gonna say something like,
Go
and
ahead.
what? Are you saying that Terrence never killed someone during the war? And if you're gonna say that, are you saying that Castia is to be blamed too? Just because she was born from him?
He looks
And what about you? Are you sure that your parents never do something bad? Is this how you're gonna play? Everyone that is alive right now deserve to be killed. No one ever deserve to live. To live.
He looks at you deep and he says, "How dare you ever say that to me? Even though you're the very reason why my father is dead!"
At that moment, Regg uses his ability.
What ability is that? What ability is that?
That's one Fabula point, Regg.
That's one problem.
Please
What ability this one?
roll. You don't have to roll anything. At that point, as everyone is literally looking at all of you because of Damien shouting, "I'm sorry, Kay, but
It's alright. That's why I asked.
he used the Fabula point, so."
Oh, does that affect me
Regg-
too?
The Regg basically.
Wait, does that affect me too?
Yeah, it affects like all people around surrounding him.
Damn, so I can't do it like now before that happens?
Sure.
Honestly, guys, because the moment has been mounting,
No, and it's actually
Sure,
a nice
please
timing
do.
because like
Please
it's gonna cut. It's gonna be a nice cut between like the
Sure.
conversation between
Yeah,
them.
and honestly, like Regg being a distraction means that you can't stop me. So yeah. Oh my poor girlie.
At the other side,
No. I mean, I'm sorry. I just gonna say that. Wait.
I
Let me
know.
check. Let me check.
Go ahead.
you can actually please Castia go on.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what the hell is Lumi doing right now, but I assume maybe Lumi is like somewhere near me because she's like,
Lumi is definitely
Uh.
from and like
like, what the fuck is going on?
compared to everyone, she literally lost like her hometown.
I know.
A whole kingdom. But
let
go
me-
on, Castia.
Yeah, I think while that I think while everybody is getting angry with everybody,
Of course.
you know, uh, uh, I'm guessing that yeah, definitely Stygg kept his eye on Castia, but then again, like Castia has her back turned to everyone, and she's waddling away. Maybe Lumi is tagging along with her. I don't know. Um, um, if Lumi is tagging along with
Lumia
her,
right now is literally like in the middle. Like Stygg and
Oh,
Damien
okay,
was like
okay.
arguing somewhere, right? And Regg is like
Okay,
a little bit
then-
like and Lumia is literally in the middle. Like she's worried about you, but she's her concentration is also like basically
Yeah.
split and looking at Stygg and Damien is like looking back and forth. She's literally in a state of confusion after everything.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying with
Exactly.
me.
Exactly at that time, when Damien shouted at Stygg, and I don't know how Stygg's gonna react, but I assume if he kept his full attention at Damien, you hear the slightest, subtlest sound of flesh getting stabbed. And when you look over at Castia, again, you can't see her front, right? But you can definitely see, like, blood running down her left arm. But again, she doesn't really say anything.
Sure.
Well, after that,
Involuntary.
Yeah, hit me with the HP loss.
That's how it always is, right? Involuntary. Your ears will always hear everything despite you not wanting it to. That's what happened as you heard what Damien said and everything that transpired through that argument. But nothing else is worse than whatever you're feeling right now as you take that knife and somehow point at yourself. But the moment it enters your flesh, I'm sorry, Stygg, but Muukyu did say that he is going to use the Fabula point, so I'm going to stop you there.
okay,
Alright.
sure.
The last thing that all of you heard is the ringing sound coming from Regg. As everyone stops. But this time it's probably a little bit more powerful than before. It caused all of you to, well, after all the mental burden and the confusion and everything that has happened, that one last strike was enough to force all of you to fall asleep. Including you, Regg.
Oh.
Great.
Shall we do another Asura thing?
Oh,
Oh
Scheiße.
God. Oh dear God, dear Lord. You know what? Yeah, why not?
Of
Can I-
course not.
Sorry, I will-
That's not another one of those arcs. No. Hey everyone. Roll double. Roll a D100.
D100?
That's a big.
Sure.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
That's fun.
That's.
Oops. The jump, bro. What the fuck? 88.
Yo. You don't want natural one.
Stygg?
Have to.
I think Ibn is like getting some food.
Take some.
Yeah, let
let him eat. He has
Okay,
cooked.
fine. Sure.
Wait, Regg, are you saying that Castia stabbed herself and then she went to sleep?
That's terrible.
It's okay. She'll survive. It's a minor bleeding.
Oh god, what if it's like still like goes through and then you go to the
No,
floor?
she'll just wake up really pissed, just like
Oh my god.
Oh god.
just like, oh yeah, this happened. Forgot about that.
This happened, that happened, everything happened. Oh, there you go. It's this one. So, Castia, Kane.
What happened?
We
It's
all
okay.
fell asleep.
You all fell asleep and
Now
you guys
roll
rolled the
D100.
D100. Please roll a D100, Stygg.
Me too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But it's Castia anyway. Unless you rolled a 1.
Fuck. Fuck.
I was
Well,
like, yeah, it's Castia anyway, unless you rolled a 1. So, Castia.
hello.
You open your eyes in a room. Probably the one that you guys rented for yourselves. It's a nice room, actually. Quite a nice bed. And it's a room. It's not exactly for yourself, but like there's a lot of beds in like in that one huge room for everyone. As you open your eyes, you realize like your shoulder that you stabbed is already treated.
Oh.
It's covered with bandages, but you don't feel any pain anymore. Maybe it's magically cured, or well, who knows what happened. You open your eyes and you see everyone inside that room. Stygg, Regg, and Lumi. They're all sleeping, and except Damien. Seems like he just woke up before you. He sits on the he sits behind like a dining table inside that room, curled up, hugging his own legs. Looks like he's been crying for a while already. He noticed that you are awake and he looks at you. You can see that there's relief in his expression, but just for a split second he just stopped himself and his expression just turned to guilt. And he looks like he's overwhelmed by it. He just looks down and looks back to the table.
Uh, she's going to. Everybody else is asleep, right? Oh my god. Well, she's going to slowly sit up and definitely notices the bandages on her shoulder because it's probably tight. And she looks over at Damien and quietly asks, like, what? What happened after? How did we get to the room?
I don't know. Seems like Madam Sickness had her people brought us to a room.
Right. And you know, like all this time, whenever she got injured during battles, Castia being the healer, she would just automatically heal herself, right? And like her right hand kind of like goes on autopilot and goes over her injured like shoulder, as it usually does whenever she's wounded. But like at the very last minute, she seems to like remember something, and she stops and doesn't heal it, and just like puts her hand back down.
Is it because of what I say?
It's not because of what you said. It's because what you said is true.
He looks at you. No, it's not. There's a reason why I never said it. There's a reason why I never told any of you. I know blaming blaming some of you for the death of my father's wrong. I know full well Stygg did nothing. I know very well that you're the one who suffered the most because all of this. I know all of that. But yesterday, I just couldn't see. I don't deserve to stay with the crew, do I?
No, you do. There's only one person in this group who really doesn't deserve the kind of mercy or kindness or understanding from all of you, and it's not you. I mean, Because you never got the chance to grieve your father. I don't even know if you had the chance to grieve your mother or your sister. The only person who doesn't deserve anything is the person who asked Stygg to spare Gregory. Or the person who, with the flick of her hand, just wiped out an entire demonic army fleet.
But you didn't know that. You didn't know what would happen.
But I felt the guilt. I felt terrible then, and I felt terrible tonight. Even when the smartest, most intelligent part of my brain tells me that maybe this is necessary for change, then maybe the only way to survive is that you either kill first before you get killed. That maybe people deserve to see the people who've made them suffer get killed and butchered up. I still feel terrible about every single one of them, and if there's a way that I could forgive them, I would. And that's just one truth that I've been trying to tell you and everyone. I'm not a good person, Damien.
Then why
Far from it.
Then why are you going through with this? Why are you trying to save the world then? Why aren't you running away to Elsmeri then?
Because then nothing. Because then I'd be doing nothing. And that's worse. I'm doing all of this, and I know how terrible it is for me to want an idealistic world where everybody can just be happy with one another and just cease any kind of killing. I know that's terrible and unfair to everybody that's been wronged in this war, but I still want it.
I see.
And if the price in the end has to be my life or my existence, then I'll take it.
And what if I try to stop you?
Why can't you hate me? I'm literally the person who stopped Gregory from being killed. If those people who got murdered up on that stage, if one of them was the soldier who killed your mother and your sister, I would still stubbornly try to find a way to forgive them. Had it not been the fact that I didn't want to attract attention to all of you. But if I was alone,
Stygg interrupted there. and say, no, I was the one who decided not to kill Greg. It's not you, Castia. And sometimes there are times that no matter what we try to do, there will be some lives that we cannot save. At least that's what I learned. We've been traveling together. You should have known that how much I tried to save people. But it's a bit too late, but that's what all this. So don't keep blaming yourself.
I just don't want any of you to. I just don't want any of you to be tagging along in this mission of mine because you think that I have the right mind, the desire to see our enemies suffer. I'm selfish and I'm stupid and my heart will always hurt for every single life that has to be taken in this war, whether if it's an enemy or not.
Stygg said then, at the very least, I'm following you out of my own will. I actually got asked. I got told by the elder that I'm free to do whatever I want to do when everything is over, but I don't even know who I am. I'm just a copy. I'm nothing, and this is one of the few purpose, goal, reason that I got. And my life, if you could ever call it a life, just please, at the very least, please just know that you gave me one reason. Keep on going. Whatever the situation that I got. And hey, that's one person that you saved. And there will, I'm sure, out there so many people, directly or indirectly, is getting saved by you. Like the settlement, we did it. We saved them.
At
So
the
like,
cost of intern's life.
now we definitely can find a solution for intern. Whatever that you are thinking, whatever, like you said that you will feel the pressure when no matter who dies. There's no reason for you to change that. That is not something that you should think as being naive. It's just who you are. And that's what brings us here all this time. All the killings and everything, just leave them to me. I'm prepared now. So don't worry too much about that. Just keep being you. It's fine. Remember, you're Castia Kane. You're not just the maiden of Ignis.
She looks down a bit at her lap, and then, like she looks at Stygg, and then like pointedly looks at Damien, because again, like he has every right to take joy in seeing like demonic soldiers being killed and massacred for what they did to his family, but well, it's obvious that she doesn't share that kind of reaction. So, like, she kind of looks at him with the kind of gaze that's like saying like if you're kind of like disgusted by me now, that's fine.
Oh no. Damien looks back at her. He say, no. I'm the one who's at fault here. I know for sure that what I'm feeling is wrong. Because you're the one who showed me what's right. He looks at Stygg. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say any of that. I know you're as much as... well, you're more a victim than I am.
Stygg looks back at Damien, and before addressing that apology, he said, that thing that you said, I was scolding you, that was actually a pure question. I want you to make sure which one that you're actually thinking, that you're feeling. And depending on your answer or your choice, I might not be able to. He looks at Castia and then looks back at Damien. One coming with us.
Damien says, I'm a clone of a high-ranking general or a soldier who can make things and sacrifice himself for a whole settlement. I'm not a kid who somehow can scream as loud as he can and turn everyone asleep or change into a sword or other things. I'm just a child of
Keep going.
I'm just a child of a guard in the slums. I'm not the maiden of Ignis or a princess of Regulus. I'm just me. I cannot save the world. I won't be able to. No matter how much I try, I'm just a guy from the slums. I cannot protect the whole world, but have to protect my world. And the two of you especially, Castia, are what's left in it. The only ones. I can't lose you two. That's why I stay. That's why I'm here.
Castia looks at Damien. And then she slowly gets up from the bed. As she does so, the pocket knife clatters down. I don't know where I don't know where people had put it, but I'm assuming it's somewhere on the bedside, or maybe if somebody slipped it back into her pocket, then maybe it slipped down. And she looks down at it and crouches down to slowly pick it up and gives it another glance. And she says, I don't need I never needed a former demonic soldier clone or a princess or I don't know, some kid who can scream out his lungs and make me pass out. All of those things came into my life and I just accepted them, but in the end, the number one person who I'm doing all of this for isn't necessarily the princesses, isn't the clones, isn't the... well, Regg. It's the people who have nothing else. The men and women from the slums, the son of a guard. So it's not that you don't deserve to be with us, to be here, because you're a nobody. You deserve to be here because you're the exact reminder of what exactly I'm trying to fight for. And I know I'll have to do so many terrible things for that. I'll have to kill or prevent people from being killed. I know. Maybe I haven't accepted it yet, but I know. But I made a promise to you, Damien. And she kind of starts walking to where he's sat.
He stood up once you did that.
Cool. Back in the station, I told you that whatever happens to me, all of us, to this entire godforsaken world, I'm going to make sure that by the end of it, you'll have the chance to visit your father's grave, to honor him, and maybe to honor your mother and your sister too. So no matter how horrible of a person I have to be, how naive or stupid, she plucks like one feather from her wings and she like pins it to the chest of his jacket, same like she did to Terrence whenever they make a promise. And she just said, whatever I need to be, that is what I'm fighting for.
You can see that he is shaking. His hands are slowly reaching to the feather that you pinned. He's holding it tightly. His legs are weakening and slowly he just kneeled down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Stygg then responds to Damien, saying that, you know, it's not really my memory, but from what I remember, Orion Bloodwrath didn't really have a bad intention in whatever that he was doing during the war. He really genuinely believed that he was doing a good thing. Like he fight other demons that is trying to harm his family and his own position. And then he fought for his own kin, the demons, against the humans and the divine. He always thought that he was protecting his own world. The result, look at all this. You're exactly right. Whatever that he did caused a lot of misfortunes to other people, including himself. That is why I ask you the question, Damien. So that you're sure that you are protecting your world, not destroying it by your own hands. And I'm sorry for what I said. I crossed the line. I know I caused your father's death because I was too weak.
He just looks into the floor, and now he's just curled up on the floor crying. And then he looks up. He looks at everyone and he says, please let me stay. There's no other way but to protect all of you. I'm not gonna run away. Not anymore. Whatever this is. I'll go with all of you and see it to the end.
Castia looks at Stygg
Mm-hmm.
and like gives him like this kind of stare, like, well, I mean, I guess he made his choice, you know. And she then like kneels down, and because I think he was still like crying on the floor, right? Yeah. She kneels down, and you see her start like wiping away his tears with her hands. And she like tugs on his face just a little bit so that they could see eye to eye. And she, you know, despite like the utter exhaustion on her face, she just smiles and says like, whether you're running away or if you're right next to me, or to Stygg, or to Regg, or anyone, whether you're fighting or hiding, and whether you're an adventurer or just a guy from the slums, you living and existing is all the help that I need. And she like gently pulls him into a hug, but then you also see that it's not just her arms hugging him, but like her wings are also like cocooning them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
And yeah.
Does Castia have any other things to say?
No.
Okay, then Stygg just whoa. Sorry to interrupt the moment, but I haven't said that I agreed yet. I have one condition for you to keep coming with us.
she lets him go enough so that he can look at Stygg.
And what is that?
That is for you to become my lackey. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, she throws.
With the dry laugh that Stygg gave, the mood just become light all of a sudden. In the middle of nowhere. Well, things turn to a weird turn, but maybe it is for the best. Yes. For everyone, especially for Damien, maybe the real discovery is the friends you find along the way.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're using a skill right now.
Wait, I actually
And that is the end
No.
of today's session.
No, I haven't finished that one. No, you.
What else were you gonna say? Castia was about to throw a fireball at you.
No. I was trying to continue. Can I just tell you guys like not roleplay?
What?
Basically after that he just like, and I only have one command for you, that is to stay alive.
Same to you.
That's what I want to say, but you just added there. How dare you?
I love how
my
there's
God.
there's two teenagers hugging and Stygg was like, "Wow, save some room for Jesus, guys."
Oh my god, I'm sorry, but I need to cut that short because like that's the perfect time to actually end this session with me blue balling Ipin.
God damn it! You just cut it there. How dare you? You
Take
stop
it-
me before
you know
the
what, take it-
punchline.
Oh
Take
my
it-
god.
Take it as a good thing. Now Stygg has some sort of apprentice, you know.
Yes.
You know, like the funniest thing, Damon is technically the oldest of the group.
Yes.
Huh? How come?
Technically,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
True.
Stygg is
Stygg is
technically
like
the
literally
youngest.
what, not even 1 year
he's like,
old. You're a
he's
baby.
like baby. Oh god. Hey, what about that for Discovery, guys? I'll see you guys maybe on the next session, maybe not because
You
you're
know what?
mad at
My
me.
comment is canon.
Yes, your comment is. You can just say that on the next session. It's okay. For
The
now.
moment is gone. Next session. No.
Yeah, we're probably running away again. You know? Well, back to the journey.
Lord. Anyway, thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for coming. If you get like this kind of content, it got a little bit intense tonight. Oh god. But maybe
whose fault
we're-
is that?
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Is it? Did I do that?
You did, but we responded, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, you guys like this anyway. Come on.
I like it. I
Can't
never
argue
said
with
I don't
that.
like it.
Yeah, you guys
I
like
just said
the
whose fault
anime
is that?
Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys probably on the next session or not because these guys are mad at me. Anyway, bye bye.
Bye.